Welcome everyone to this month's Astro Colorscope. My name's Elizabeth Harper. My website is sealedwithlove.com. So the idea of the Astro Colorscope is that in a moment I'm going to pick 3 crystals from my crystal bag. I'll throw them into a circle of 12 houses. We'll see which houses the crystals are aligned with. Then I'll read the crystal energy, the colors, and the house energy that they're in. I'll also take a bead from my bead bag just to see what the influence of an extra piece of color is. Then the third thing is I'll take a card from the Voyager deck and I will ask you to take a look at the card. Hopefully you'll be able to see it properly. And I'll ask you to see which image in the card you're most attracted to, and what that image means for you. I'll be looking at the card as well and letting you know what I feel the influence is. So before we get started on your crystals, I just want to talk a little bit about what's going on this September with the astrological influences. So this is kind of a big month for aspects in the heavens. There is a sense of a shift, of a change, and it's almost like I almost feel like a breakthrough month for all of us. So from the 1st onward, there is a Venus-Mars conjunct, and it almost feels like it's a start of a breakthrough energy. Then on the 5th, the Sun is trine Pluto, and it feels like you're going to find something. And it might be that you find lost love. On the 6th, Venus goes direct. It's been retrograde for at least the last month, 6 weeks. There's a sense of not only finding something, but maybe finding that love for someone else, but also for yourself. It's almost like you've been looking for something, and it could have been that you've been looking outside of yourself, but I also feel if you've been looking inside, maybe for an idea, not necessarily love, it could be an idea, maybe a business idea. It might be that you'll find your fabulous home that you wanted, but it's because something is shifting within you. So then around the 8th, Mars and Uranus are trine, and that Mars energy is very much about passion. So we started out the month with Mars and Venus conjunct. So it's almost like there's a big influence of Mars, at least to me, for that first week of September. So I feel that there's passion. I feel that with Venus becoming direct, there's a lot of love energy that's starting to come out. So it almost feels like there's a big breakthrough, a dam that's opening up. Lots of love, lots of passion, lots of activity. And then the 9th, Mercury is square Pluto, and it feels like that's an upset, that there's going to be some criticism maybe, and it's not necessarily somebody being critical of you. It may be that you're criticizing yourself or criticizing others. It just feels like there's a sense of criticism that comes up around that time. Then the 17th, Mercury goes retrograde. We know what happens with that, right? So communication goes a little bit off. But at the same time, Saturn moves into Sagittarius. Jupiter is opposing Neptune. And it feels like this is a wake-up time. It feels like there's a wake-up to reality. And that communication, it almost feels like you can no longer access something that you've been pretending has been in your life. So it's almost like you can no longer access that, and you can no longer pretend anymore. So your imagination, it's not that your imagination is going, it's just that what you've imagined to be true, what you've imagined to be your reality is no longer a part of your life. That's what I feel that energy is all around. So then there is that breakthrough. There's Pluto moves into direct. It's in Capricorn on the 24th. Get my words right here, and there's a feeling with that. That is a planet of transformation, and I feel almost as if again we're moving through this big breakthrough wake up call the whole of the month. It's almost like we're shaken awake with that, and then on the 27th. there is a supermoon, and this supermoon, there's a lunar eclipse that goes with this supermoon, and I feel, again, it's in Aries, so I feel that Mars energy is really coming through, and it, you know, there is still a feeling of a breakthrough, like something is breaking out, and it doesn't have to be negative, it can be really, really positive, but I feel as if whatever illusions you've had or whatever you've been playing with, you now have to get serious, and the illusions are no longer there, and it's almost like you are suddenly coming alive. So if you imagine, what I'm seeing is, I'm seeing this doll. So if you imagine you've been a doll, you've been like Pinocchio or something, and then suddenly you become a person. So that's the sense of it. That's the kind of movement of the energy through the whole month. There is a partial solar eclipse on the 13th, and of course that is around that fabulous new moon as well. So with the new moon in Virgo, it feels like you are making your wishes now, and those wishes are for the long-term future, that this is not about a quick fix, that this is a long-term energy. What is it you want in the next 5 years? And that's what it feels like. Ooh. That's what it feels like that new moon is about, and then the full moon is that culmination. It almost, again, feels like you are breaking out, you're breaking free. So it could be that you're breaking free of a relationship, but it could also, I really feel that it's breaking free of illusions. I felt this little shiver. When I get shivers, it's usually about the truth. Okay, so now remember, I offer different consultations on my website, sealedwithlove.com. You can get card readings or intuitive soul guidance, all kinds of different things. You can also have a crystal gem reading as well. Now, before we get onto your crystals, remember to subscribe to my love letter at bit.ly/color kit. You'll get a free gift of a fabulous color kit. You can find out all your true colors in that color kit. Okay, so let's get started with your crystals. Okay, Aries. So for you, you have two stones that went into your third house. So this one is cinnabar and this one is amazonite. So the cinnabar is it's called a merchant stone. It's a great stone that indicates success in your business. Amazonite is a fabulous stone for courage and truth. So I feel that this, especially in your third house, is about reaching out. It's about networking. It's about connecting to people that are going to help you in your business. Because Mercury is moving retrograde on the 17th, it's good to do the reaching out, the networking, the connecting, the communication before that time. And I feel that if you do, there's going to be great success. But I also feel with this that it's about going to different places to learn. Not necessarily physically, it could be online as well. Because of the turquoise energy, that links in with the internet. I also feel with this that there's going to be a little bit of rejection that's coming up this month. This is not a negative thing. Everything happens for a reason. So if you've put out a proposal or you're trying to get into a college, might be a little bit late right now, but something where you've put out a desire, a request, and I feel that that request is going to be negated. It's going to be something that you're not going to get. However, there is a feeling with this, and especially as in your 10th house you have this fabulous piece of tiger's eye, and this is in the form of a heart. This is about creative ideas, and in your 10th house, that again is your career. This is the sun and the earth that's connecting together. So I feel that there's something that is fabulous that's there, and I feel the fabulous energy is coming towards the end of the month. But this, at the beginning of the month, it's almost like somebody is saying no to you. Only one person, it's okay. There's only one energy that comes in with this. But it's going to be a blessing in disguise. So with this, it's saying that something fabulous is happening around your career, around your status, around the way that you are seen in the world. And I feel that there's a golden opportunity that's coming up here. And it's one that will come up because you've been refused something else. That's what it feels like to me. So we'll get back to these in a second. The bead that came up is yellow. Yellow is the solar plexus, the power center, the energy that is saying that you are breaking free. And that's what this month is about. It's about that breakthrough. So with the yellow energy coupled with these, it almost feels like you're writing more. It feels like you are waking up, like something that has been a fabulous idea suddenly starts to grow, it's fertile, it suddenly starts to sprout, and you'll get very excited. And then with this energy, with the sun and the earth, you have another sun energy that's here. What's happening with the sun is very important for you now. So it's almost like you are lighting up. So I feel as if this is a great month. It looks like there's a bit of a downer in there. Get your communication done before the 15th. And then this energy, it just feels like you're going to receive an accolade, recognition for something, and it feels like a great opportunity is coming up for you. The card for you is called Creativity. Take a look at that and see if there's anything in it that really attracts you. Then ask yourself, what does that mean? What does that mean? So when I look at this, I'm actually seeing the violet mountain in the back. So I'm seeing this violet mountain right in the back there. And I feel that, there's all this other stuff that's around there. It looks like it's in the way, but then there's this wonderful energy that's waiting for you. Violet is about transformation and change. So you're going to be very busy. This is a very busy time for you. It's going to be good, especially with the creativity energy. It's going to be really good. That violet in the distance, it feels almost like you may need to change something or tweak something. Again, it could be around proposals, your education, career. Feels like something just needs to be tweaked, and then you can rise higher. There's a feeling of you can rise higher. There's opportunities that are coming to you that are just fabulous. Okay, that's it for this month's Astro Colorscope. I hope you enjoyed it. Do please give it a thumbs up if you did. Share it with your friends, and you can share it by email too. Let me know in the comments below if the messages resonated. And remember, you can grab my free color kit, find out your true colors at bit.ly/color kit. I will see you next week. Lots of coloricious blessings. Bye.